Hey everybody, it's that time. We are going to be taking a look at our first striking series video. This is going to be how to attack with your rear leg. We're going to be taking a look at different ways to kick and use our rear leg to batter our opponents. Now, everything we're going to take a look at is going to be a round kick. I want to keep it simple, but there's so much you can do. Even though that sounds like a limited approach to kicking with your rear leg, you'll soon find out there's a lot you can do. Different ways of setting things up, different ways of executing. All right? Let's start off as simple as possible. I'm going to get a dummy over here I can kick.
You like this?
Yeah, sounds great. All right, other leg. So, in most cases, what's going to happen is you're going to be in what's called a closed stance, right? Now, when it's a closed stance, that means that we're both going to be right-handed, meaning that our lead feet are across from each other. You'll hear sometimes somebody talk about a southpaw or an open stance. What they're usually talking about is, no, you say, I'll switch, is something like this, where notice it's a huge gap between our rear side, okay? What we're going to take a look at is just keep it simple, closed stance, all right? I want to hide and set up a really powerful rear leg kick. I want to land right on the thigh, really do some damage there, stop the movement the other person's able to. If you're able to kick hard enough and often enough, you can stop a fight just with kicks to the thigh. This is a really mean place to get kicked. Hurts, and it hurts for days afterwards, so a good place to punish your opponent. Here's what it'll look like. Right? When we're landing, you want to make sure you are landing with your shin. You can actually see the point of impact. I was working the bag a little earlier. It's a little red right toward the last little bit of my shin here. You don't want to hit with the foot. There's so many little bones in the foot, it's not good for impact. And you don't want to choke up too much and hit up right under the knee because it's not a long enough lever to really maximize impact. So, as I'm doing this, I don't want to just throw the kick alone. What happens is I end up getting hit because he's timing me, he can see. And the big advantages of the kick is I've got bigger, stronger muscles in my legs than in my arms and probably his arms. The disadvantage is my leg is further from the target than his hand is to his target. So I've got to hide it. I'm going to take my lead hand and just flick it out. This is not a powerful jab, just a distracting thing. So I blind him, and I'm going to kick underneath it. Step off, ball of the foot. You can see that I can still turn. I turn everything over. I bring my shin across his thigh, right? Yeah, I'll show it on the other side real quick. Okay, so one thing I want to cover is I am getting away from his punch. I want to get my head outside the line. Even should he try and surprise me, if I'm doing this correctly, I'm heading this way. So that punch goes over my shoulder. You'll see it right here. If I throw it right here at our wonderful camera woman, right? As I'm throwing, you'll see I'm bringing my head off line. I should be hiding my head, turning as I go. Here's a super secret tip that I use that helps me out, is instead of letting my rear hand drop down, as you'll see a lot of people teach, I like to come across my training partner. Now you'll see this walls me off and makes it really hard for him to find my chin. Yeah, everybody see that? So, flick, kick. Remember, if you want to land to the leg, just flick and kick. Real quick, I'm going to show that real hard on the bag so you can see it. Good way to do some damage. Hope you guys have fun. Be easy on your training partners. Remember to like and subscribe and stay tuned for our next video on how to batter your training partner / opponent with your rear leg.